hey, today I'm gonna do R&B Divas L.A. Reunion Part 2. It starts off with ended with Fred coming out on stage and Wendy asking him was he relieved that Don and Kelly wasn't on part of the show anymore, and he basically was like, yeah. And it's only because he wanted to know the direction of the show that he really wanted to go in. They asked him about Kelly and the props, and he just was like, he was caught off guard, but then, then they were tripping about her having the grease and the Tim. Then she just was like, there were side rehearsals. Well, she said she didn't have a razor. Shantae said that she didn't see a razor, but everybody know that's what, she said, basically. They also asked about the rehearsals, and she was acting like it was some side rehearsals that she didn't know about. She was like, I only showed up to the rehearsals that I knew of, and I'm sitting there like, you're lying. They asked was she disrespectful? Yes, she was, because he felt like she was disrespectful because she didn't know him. And like Lil Mo was trying to bring out, like, everybody knew Fred was going to be on the show because there's contracts. You know what I'm saying? To be on a reality show, there's contracts. Kelly was trying to sugarcoat everything. She was trying to be like, oh, it wasn't like that. No. Well, Kelly, like Mo said and Shantae said, you put this shit out there. So now people only know of what you put out there. Don't try to vindicate yourself now that it's a reunion show. You knew you was being portrayed as a mean girl, and you kept on going with it as a mean girl. So you get what you get for this backlash. That's how I feel with Kelly. I'm not like the cast members where I'm gonna forgive her for all the antics she pulled, and then say, oh, it's okay. No, bitch, I still don't like you. I'm still not gonna support you. Because you was fake as fuck, and if you was doing this for a check, I really don't like you, because you couldn't be the real Kelly Price. That's what you say. So, bitch, boo. They asked Kelly why did she get in Fred's face or whatever, and she was just like, wait. Oh, she said, why did she get in his face? And then Kelly was like, I only thought he was going to be here a couple of episodes. And regardless of how long you thought this man was going to be there, you still was on some bullshit. And you was very, very disrespectful to him. Then they asked, I think Shantae asked or whatever about Kelly not filming with her. And she was like, oh, no, it wasn't like that. I heard that you didn't want to film with me. And I'm like, how old are you? How old are you? And how old are all y'all that y'all was letting these people, the producers, manipulate y'all and all that kind of stuff? Because, to me, I'm sorry, but Shantae, if you heard that Kelly didn't want to film with you, you should have asked Kelly. Kelly, you should have asked Shantae. Then the shit wouldn't be all jacked up. I'm just saying. Why Kelly, Kelly was asked, why did she get defensive with Mo, and why did she call her husband down? I don't even know what Kelly's answer was, because to me, listen, like every time Kelly talked, Lil Mo jumped in. And I love Lil Mo, and I'm not mad that she was jumping in, because it felt like every time Kelly was saying some shit, Lil Mo was like, hey, no, that ain't how it went, get your line, basically, just calling her out. So then, they start arguing over, Lil Mo was like, well, you wasn't talking to me, and it yada, yada, yada. And I'm just sitting there like, what? So Lil Mo said she didn't know what was going on because Kelly didn't talk to her. Then they start arguing over being at church and Kelly not talking to her at church, and how they was, she was like, all of a sudden you start talking to me. I was coming to your church was in the hood. It was on Estigando or whatever she said. But yes, Kelly's church is in the hood. It's still a good church, regardless of they saying that it's in the hood. Them hood-ass churches be the best churches, I'm just saying, because, hey. But then Lil Mo kept making a reference to when they were talking about her doing devotion or whatever. She was like, Kelly was like, well, you only did that once. And she was like, yeah, but Shep told me that I could come back and I could do this and I could do that. Kept saying Shep. If y'all want to know who Shep is the pastor. His name is Chappelle Crawford. He's a really good guy. He's a really good pastor, and I hate that he just put his name out there like that, but I'm glad they didn't put the church name. But yeah, he's a real cool guy. He's a really good musician, real nice. I know him, so I see him telling Lil Mo, yeah, come back when you want to, come do devotion when you want to, because Lil Mo is a church girl, so I can see her fitting right in at that church. Really, I can. I like how she called, when they was going back and forth, she called Kelly bipolar. Yes, the bitch is bipolar. And then Lil Mo was like, oh, that's very disrespectful. Then you seen Claudette was like, all right now, bitch, shut up. Shut up. Because ain't nobody even tripping about you being on the couch. I'm just saying. But she is bipolar. It seems like Claudette just don't want the ladies to argue, but I'm like, Claudette, they have every reason to confront this girl, and you should just back up and stay out of it. After that, okay, yeah, they talk about the razor or whatever. Shantae and Kelly argue, petty argument, but it was an argument. After that, they were talking about Kelly being a real mean girl, and do she think that the producers portrayed her as a mean girl? And she was like, well, they had options, and I think they just chose that one. And then Shantae was like, well, they can't show what you didn't show them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame it on editing, bitch. You was the mean girl. They also talked, they were like, you know, they wouldn't feel like that about about Kelly. I'm so sorry I keep saying Lil Mo. But to me, she was the only one who gave me life on the damn couch. They asked Kelly about her, not speak. No, they said that if Kelly was still the same Kelly that was on the show, well, if she was one way on the show and then spoke to them off screen, then they would understand. But Kelly didn't speak to these ladies off screen, and Kelly admitted that she didn't speak to them because I guess she felt like she didn't know how to come at them. I don't know. But Kelly kept trying to make up excuses that I wasn't buying. She was asked, do you think the girls backstabbed you? And she was just like, well, I think that, you know, they have to build their platform and how they can get, basically, if this is the way they gonna have to get money, then she cool with it. She kept throwing the shit off on these ladies, and I was like getting real irritated with Kelly. Like, own up to your shit, Kelly. Just own up to your shit. So then Lil Mo said that Kelly was trying to vindicate herself, and like I said, yes, she was, and it wasn't fucking working. I don't care how many times Kelly cried on the couch, how many times she say it wasn't her. You proved to who you were, so this is why people don't like you. So vindicating yourself on this couch didn't work. Lil Mo also points out that everybody needs a show. That she told everybody that they needed this show. Nobody had a song on the radio, especially Dawn, punk ass. So don't be coming in acting all brand new and grand and shit. And she said that certain people did. So Wendy said, who was it? Was it Kelly and Dawn? She was like, how you doing? So we know that was who it was. Everybody knew who it was when she said it. So then they start arguing. I was just like, yada, 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 shut the fuck up. Like, what's the point? Because Kelly is not going to admit to shit. So what are y'all arguing with her for? But I can't say Lil Mo was going in. Lil Mo was going to fuck in on her. So then they asked Miss L.A. what did she feel about Dawn? She said she was disappointed and how she felt about, you know, Kelly and them. And Miss L.A. don't give a fuck. Miss L.A. just feel like as long as I'm on the show getting a check, I can give a damn what these ladies arguing about, who doing what, as long as they call me and let me get on TV and let me get my time in. I love Miss L.A. because Miss L.A. just don't care. They also asked, Wendy said Dawn, she was like, so Dawn isn't the strength of involved. I was like, bitch, you throwing your little side shade too. And did she ask, did Dawn get kicked out the group or whatever? And Lil Mo was like, that's what I heard. Claudette was like, you know, they basically was like, this is what we heard. We don't know for sure. But, bitch, yeah, apparently, she ain't in none of the groups no more, and they ain't even existing. So then they kicked Fred off the stage because, to me, Fred was getting too much of the airport and he wasn't a part of the cast. So Wendy put him off the damn stage. Then they showed clips of the monologue. They show Kelly and Don quitting. They asked Kelly, do she regret not being in the monologue? She was like, no, I just regret not being in the audience. Shut up. It didn't matter. They didn't need you in the audience. The audience was full. They didn't need you on the stage. The shit was good without your story. Whatever. So then they start talking about Kelly's monologue. They showed the Kelly monologue about her being raped at a young age. Then they start talking about her rape and how she was raped by her cousin. And only thing that I could say that I liked when they was playing the Kelly monologue is when the little people behind her was feeling on her. And so I was going into with the story. I was like, okay, that's cool. But all of the backdrop and all that shit was just fake and cheap and just wasn't worth it. I don't know. So then Lil Mo, after they started showing it, Lil Mo was crying hard because she felt like, sorry y'all, but she felt like all of them been raped. She said she's been raped. Then it passed on to her sister. She said Claudette had been, raped. All the ladies had their story of being raped, and this could have been told in one monologue. But then Kelly had her little big ass bipolar moment. So I don't know if she's bipolar. I'm just saying, But they said she had a little moment or whatever. But this could have been a good show if everybody told their story. I don't know if Don would have been in that. I don't know. I just don't get it from Don. And just like most days, like Don is just weak as fuck. So whatever. So then after that, Lil Mo, she said somebody from, she was, when they were talking about the rape, she was talking about somebody, it wasn't a family member, it was somebody in a church. And that is like really fucked up. I think people, when y'all in the church and y'all doing stuff to little kids, you motherfuckers need to just hang on a cross and just burn. Nope, they can't hang on a cross because Jesus was nailed to a cross, and then that would be too symbolic. But you bitches need to burn. I'm just saying. Kelly said nobody knew about her rape. She didn't even tell her mother. And that's what Lil Mo was like. Usually when people are raped, I think it was Lil Mo. Might have been Claudette. I don't know. Somebody on that couch. But they was like, when a person get raped, they don't usually tell anybody. It usually don't come out into adulthood. So that was the only thing I felt when it came to Kelly is about her being raped. Other than that, I can care fucking less than what she's even on the camera. Then they bring up, is there any way they all can do one show? Lil Mo said, yeah, they like sisters, so she could just move past this shit. She don't hold grudges. Kelly, I don't think she said she wanted to do it, but she loved the girls anyway, and then she gets up and she tells all the girls why she loved them, and I was just like, girl, you just, like, please. Nobody, I didn't believe nothing she was saying. I think she was just trying to get people on her good side, but I didn't believe nothing she was saying on why she loved these girls. The Instagram, Wendy made, Shantae hit a high note, because they say that Mariah not the only person to hit a high note, so they made Shantae hit a high note. She was kind of a little raspy and cracked, but she did it anyway. Everybody knows she could sing. She's a little hummingbird. Instagram question was, what scene was the hardest for them to watch when they had to watch it back? They only showed Claudette and Lil Mo, and Claudette was like, reliving the situation when her daughter got burned, but she's okay now, so that's cool. And Lil Mo's was with her and Don, because she said she know Don needed this show, and that how Don's car was breaking down on the night of Kelly's party, and how she just was struggling. So she said she needed this show. Then they just showed the other girls. Then they started talking about plastic surgery. Miss L.A. said that she hadn't had plastic surgery in 15 years. She also spoke about how Dr. Dre bust her nose. That's why she had to get it fixed. She said should never beat on her. He tried, but, by then she knew how to fight back, so he didn't try to shoot again. Wendy is so messy because she kept on trying to bring it out that which baby daddy beat her ass. And Wendy was feeling some kind of way when she said Dr. Dre. She was getting mad. She made reference to Beats by Dre. That's why he got the name. But I was like, everybody knows Dr. Dre was abusive. It was no secret that he was abusive and that he hit women. Won't be surprised if he hit his wife now. Everybody knows he's abusive and he was an asshole, regardless of how good his music is. They also bring up how she had all 5 of her videos, she had 3 black eyes. And she had to get them covered up right before the show. They also asked Shantae about her nose. She said, her ex-boyfriend broke her nose. It wasn't Kenny or it wasn't Kadeem, because she was like, Kadeem wouldn't do that, and she'd beat the shit out of Kenny. So Wendy was like, oh, y'all will make a little cat fight, y'all be scratching and pawing, because, you know, Wendy was making a reference that Kenny is gay. Anyway, they asked Claudette, she said she's all natural, even her hair, she tired of people talking about she got a bad weave when her hair is hers, and I've always thought that was her hair. No, Miss L.A, she's the one who needs her weave fixed. Lil Mo said she had liposuction. She said she got sick after the liposuction. That shit is not good. I'm just saying. I know people that get that stomach shit, and every time I see somebody, then it doesn't go well for them. So people that's thinking about that shit, don't do it. Kelly said she's all natural so far. She wants some work done, but when she did her weight loss, it was because her mother and her mother-in-law had breast cancer, so she was trying to get herself in shape, and she was really on a healthy kick at that time. They showed fun moments of the lady singing and all that kind of stuff and laughing, and they showed all the clips of the lady singing, whatever. Then they talk about Shantae and her breasts, and a little church lady, being a church lady, and her breast was out when she was doing her video, and she was like, should everybody make mistakes? Hey, I didn't see nothing wrong with the dress, but hey. Kelly's big announcement was that her, Faith Evans, Brownstone, Dawn, Shantae Moore, and Kiki Wyatt is going on tour. I don't understand how Shantae is on this tour when y'all don't even get along. But hey, everybody need a fucking check. Kiki Wyatt, she cuckoo crazy, so, you know, she gonna go with, Nikki Gilbert, whatever Nikki Gilbert do. So, whatever. And Dawn is Kelly's puppet. So that's why I didn't understand why, Shantae was on this tour. Lil Mo said she didn't give a damn about being on the tour because she a little ratchet, and this is more for like little grown folks shit. Miss L.A was kind of feeling salty, like why the fuck I wouldn't ask, but hey, it is what it is. Claudette's like, shit, can I sing background, all that, whatever. So then Lil Mo like, fuck it, if people gonna be plugging shit, my single is out. It's on iTunes. It's the Diva, the beginning of the Diva song. It's a full song, and I was like, hey, yeah, go get it. Everybody go get it. It's on iTunes. Go get it. Wherever it's being sold, go get it off her website. Wherever you need to do, go get Lil Mo, support her. Claudette says she's acting now, and she's working on, she got film roles, and she's working on her album. So, Miss L.A. shit, I think she just got a book out. I don't know, but she was like, shit, I don't know, y'all cover me off straight. So that was really the whole Just the R&B Divas. It really wasn't that much because, to me, Kelly took up 30 minutes trying to vindicate herself. So tell me what you guys think of R&B Divas L.A. Reunion Part 2. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Make sure you check out Ashley Miller, 1987. Who else is doing R&B Divas? Much Love is doing it from KY. She's doing it. Check out Scotty from Mr. Still Standing. He gives me life when he talks about Kelly Price. Yeah, so check us out. Talk to us. Tell us what you thought about the episode. Rate, comment, subscribe on all our channels. Share our videos. All that. Support us and we'll support and keep on doing these videos. All right, peace.